Air hunger. Why anxiety can make you feel like you can't breathe. Many people experience a terrifying sensation during anxiety attacks. The feeling of not being able to get enough air. This phenomenon, often called air hunger, isn't about actual oxygen deprivation, but a misinterpretation of bodily sensations triggered by the brain's fight-or-flight response. Understanding this can help manage the intense fear it creates. The science behind air hunger. The term was coined in 1892, but the sensation remains common. When the brain perceives a threat, whether real or imagined, like a stressful presentation or a past trauma, it activates the sympathetic nervous system. This leads to increased heart rate, muscle tension, and, crucially, altered breathing patterns. The body isn't actually suffocating. Instead, hyperventilation or shallow breathing creates the sensation of breathlessness. This is further worsened by the natural human instinct to focus on fixing breathing, which ironically reinforces the cycle of anxiety. The more you fixate, the more intense the feeling becomes. The vicious cycle of anxiety and breathlessness. Air hunger often becomes self-perpetuating. Anxiety leads to breathlessness, and struggling to breathe increases anxiety. People start fearing the feeling itself, rather than the initial trigger. This is why it feels so terrifying, even when there's no real physiological danger. The brain amplifies the perception of difficulty, making it seem worse than it is. How to manage air hunger in the moment. Fortunately, this feeling is temporary. But if it happens frequently or is severe, seeking professional help is wise. For most cases, simple techniques can provide immediate relief. Cold exposure. A splash of cold water on the face, a cold shower, or even just going outside on a chilly day can slow the heart rate and calm the nervous system. Sensory grounding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Focus on your surroundings. Name 5 things you see, 4 you can touch, 3 you hear, 2 you smell, and 1 you taste. This brings you back to the present moment. Posture correction. Sitting or standing up straight opens the chest and allows for deeper breathing. Slouching can make breathlessness feel worse. Controlled breathing. 4-7-8. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale slowly for 8. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, signaling safety and relaxation. Cognitive reframing. Remind yourself that air hunger is a perception, not a lack of oxygen. Changing your perspective can reduce the emotional distress. Positive self-talk. Repeating mantras like "I am safe, this will pass" can help ground you. Butterfly hug. A technique involving cross-body tapping while focusing on breathing. Long-term strategies for reducing anxiety. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, is also effective. Studies show it can be as effective as medication in treating anxiety disorders, teaching you to interpret bodily sensations more accurately and avoid catastrophizing. Air hunger is a frightening experience, but it's ultimately a misinterpretation of physical sensations. By understanding the mechanism behind it and practicing coping strategies, you can regain control and reduce the intensity of this common anxiety symptom.